Great. Very warm welcome to everyone for this session. Thanks for tuning in. Um, we are almost at the end of closing admissions for Scaler School of Technology. August 26th is the last intake, as many of you all know, when the batch starts, and the test for that is going to be conducted on the 9th of August, right? Now, I'm sure a lot of you all watching this, attending this live or watching this later, have certain key questions which are relevant at this point, right? Even though we've done many AMAs, maybe you have specific questions to yourself, etc. So my job here today is to answer many of those questions. Quick background about myself. So basically, I've also gone through the traditional education. I'm a computer science engineer. It's been many years that I've graduated, but I've also worked as a software engineer in the past. I eventually ended up starting my own company. It was called Clarity with a K. And that was essentially an education company, an on-demand mentoring platform. That later got acquired by another larger startup. And then I worked with them for some time, wanted to do something exciting. And that's when about almost 4 years back, I joined Scaler. And it's been really amazing so far. And with regards to Scaler School of Technology, I've been there from day one. I'm the program director there, and because of that, I have a lot of context that I can share with you guys, right? So, having said that, I think we can jump right into the session. Let me just read some of the chats that have perhaps come in. In case you haven't put your question yet, would highly encourage you to go to the chat section and then add all your chats. Okay, so I see Aman is online. So Aman, hope आपकी class चालू हो गई finally. आपके questions जो भी है, please put it here. Hi Parth, hi Lakshay, hi Rakesh, hi Meghashri. ठीक है. So अभी तक I don't see a lot of questions coming in. Batch strength का एक question है Ashok. Thank you for the batch strength question. Ashok, so this time around, most likely the batch strength will be a function of the number of people who apply. इसका मतलब क्या है कि देखिए बैच जब जितने नंबर ऑफ एप्लीकेंट्स हैं, राइट, जैसे पिछली बार लास्ट ईयर out of 100 applicants, 100 people who gave the test, 3.8% were selected. This year, 3% are currently selected. Okay. Now, currently we are looking at about 13,000-14,000 kind of applications, and uska 3.5, 3.2% is the number that we can expect it to land at. So, batch then approximately will be around 400, 420, 430 kind of number. डिपेंडिंग ये जो लास्ट इनटेक है वो कितने बच्चे एक्चुअली उस टेस्ट को लेंगे. हमने कैपेसिटी एक्चुअली उससे भी ज्यादा बनाई है, बट हम ले नहीं रहे सबको. वी आर बीइंग वेरी सिलेक्टिव इन द काइंड ऑफ पीपल हु गेट इन, एंड उसके रीजंस है कि हम एक बहुत अच्छा, इफ वी से दैट वी वांट टू बी द स्टैनफोर्ड of computer science education in India, if we want to be an Ivy League, one of the important things to have there is that the kind of students studying also have to be equally passionate, hardworking, etc., which is what we check for, right? It's not just marks, by the way. Like, we are one of the few colleges जो सिर्फ मान लो कोई JEE के marks पे admission नहीं देते हैं. We look at many parameters, and in fact, we recently started something called profile-based shortlisting also. कि आप ने अगर कोई बहुत ही प्यारा सा ऐप बनाया है, कुछ टेक में बनाया है, कुछ अदरवाइज भी अचीव किया है, किसी ने ड्रोन बनाया है, तो reach out to our admission team and they will be able to guide you on how to get a profile-based shortlist. ठीक है. तो बैच स्ट्रेंथ पे मैंने बात कर ली. डोंट वरी, क्लासरूम्स भी एक्स्ट्रा बन रहे हैं, तैयार हो चुके हैं. आई मीन, अगर आपके कुछ फ्रेंड्स कैंपस पे है तो वो बताएंगे आपको. वी हैव 2 more very beautiful classrooms which have been made. Campuses actually, मैंने एक वीडियो में 3x बोला था, फिर मुझे भाविक ने करेक्ट किया था बाद में कि एक्चुअली 3x नहीं है, 6x है. The campus has also grown a lot. तो ठीक है, आई होप आपका क्वेश्चन आंसर हो गया है अशोक. काजल का क्वेश्चन है 12 पास पर 58% आए थे। काजल, तो अगर आपके मैथ्स में 60 नहीं है तो आई एम सॉरी, ये लास्ट टेक्स में हम आपको हेल्प नहीं कर पाएंगे। अ, आलोक पाल कह रहे हैं कि मुझे एडमिशन चाहिए बट फीस बहुत है आपकी। आलोक, सो देखिए, सर्टेनली क्वालिटी अगर मेंटेन करना है, सब करना है, हमने इस पे एक वीडियो भी बनाया है हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर, डिटेल्ड वीडियो विच टॉक्स अबाउट फाइनेंसिंग योर एजुकेशन। आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट आप उसको एक बार देख लो। अ, तो उसका मैं समरी अभी बता देता हूँ कि देखो, अ, यहाँ पे जो इंस्ट्रक्टर्स है, सब कुछ है, मतलब इट्स रियली हाई टॉप क्लास कैंपस भी अगर आप देखोगे, एंड देयरफॉर यू नीड टू हैव अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ फीस टू कीप इट सस्टेनेबल, राइट? हम कोई गवर्नमेंट के ग्रांट्स पे नहीं करते। नाउ फॉर अ स्टूडेंट, बेसिकली स्कॉलरशिप इज वन रूट। अगर आपको लगता है आपकी प्रोफाइल बहुत अच्छी है तो आप हमारे साथ सारी डिटेल शेयर करो एंड वी विल एवेल्युएट इट। उसके पैरामीटर्स वेबसाइट पे बहुत क्लियरली मेंशन्ड है, आप चेक कर सकते हो उसको। एंड देन देयर इज loan options, right? So there is a bank partner like an Axis Bank. There are two, three other banks, plus there are NBFC partners. तो हमारी टीम पूरी कोशिश करती है आपके साथ वर्क करके, आपके सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स एक्सेट्रा चेक करके टू गिव आउट अ लोन। आयुष, am I clearly audible? Just double checking because YouTube पे शायद मेरा फीड थोड़ा सा अटक रहा था, तो I'm not sure if I'm. Guys, can you let me know in the chat if I'm clearly audible? ओके, तब तक मैं थोड़े से और क्वेश्चन ले लेता हूँ। तो आलोक, डोंट वरी, आप पहले एक एडमिशन निकाल लो, बिकॉज एडमिशन निकालना भी एसएसटी का थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, लाइक आई सेड अर्लियर। वंस यू हैव एन एडमिशन, देन वर्क विद आवर टीम। फाइनेंस की एक स्पेसिफिक पीओसी है, वो आपके साथ काम करके दे विल। Megashri, can we use calculator for NSET? Yes, you can use a calculator for the NSET. ठीक है? एक second. So only thing is that the calculator that you use, make sure that it's not a scientific calculator. Basic सा calculator होना चाहिए, और मोबाइल पे आप मत यूज करना। You should have a simple calculator. लक्ष्य, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है, we just answered that. Uh, I scored 53% in my class 12 maths. Can I join Scaler this year? Tejasvi, nahi. Like I said earlier, less than 60%, we will not be able to accommodate. प्रेमराज, नहीं, तो आपका जो क्वेश्चन है कि मैंने डिप्लोमा सिविल में किया है, बाद में मैं सीएससी में जा रहा हूँ बीटेक में, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी क्या? नहीं होती है। आपके स्किल्स बेसिकली देखे जाते हैं, कोई नहीं पूछता आपने क्या किया हुआ है, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू हैव स्टडीड। I know many, like Subhash Chaudhary, he's the CTO of Dukan. He has not even done undergraduation. And 11th, 12th, he had studied commerce. So he eventually taught himself. If you feel like you can also do that, then please go ahead. Like, I don't see that will be a major challenge if you have a good profile. Right. Sanjay Sharma ji, thank you for your question. I think it's a very valid question. Now, उनका question ये है कि once someone gets an admit at SST, do they have to worry about getting into the BITS online degree program separately, or how does it work? So there, Sanjay ji, like, because when we give out an offer, we check for basic eligibility criteria for the BIT program as well, and uh, you basically don't have to worry because वो we check and give the offer. So वो, even though उनका admission process is independent, separate, they also look at multiple things. 100% of the बच्चों का in the past तो हुआ ही है, so you don't have to worry about that. And our team is there to sort of help you, assist you in doing that entire process. ये शिवा गुप्ता टाइप के लोग आपको सेशन से निकाल दिया जाएगा अगर आप स्पैम करोगे चैट को, तो इसीलिए आपका क्वेश्चन मैं भी इग्नोर कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि आप चैट स्पैम कर रहे हो। ओके, थोड़े से और क्वेश्चन देते हैं। संजय जी, आई होप योर क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर। ठीक है, अशोक जी के एक और अच्छा सवाल है। थैंक यू फॉर मल्टीपल गुड क्वेश्चंस। the first question is, when is the first batch getting graduated? तो फर्स्ट बैच जो ग्रेजुएट होगा वो 2023 में चालू हुआ था, तो ग्रेजुएशन वाइज होगा 2027 में होगा, राइट? दिस ईयर विल स्टार्ट विद ग्रेजुएशन इन 2028. इंटर्नशिप नाउ फॉर द करंट स्टूडेंट्स. सो करंट स्टूडेंट्स के लिए उनका जो स्ट्रक्चर था लास्ट ईयर वाज 18 plus 12 plus 18, 1.5 year, then internship of 1 year, and then 1.5 year of specialization. By that logic, they are supposed to start their internships in January of 2025. Okay, so another कितने हो गए आपके 5 months to go, right? 4-5 months to go. So there, अशोक जी, even though अभी 4-5 महीने बच गए हैं, कुछ ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनका ऑलरेडी इंटर्नशिप लग चुका है, राइट? कि हमने ऑफिशियली मतलब प्लेसमेंट चालू भी नहीं किए, फिर भी मतलब सामने से इंटरेस्ट था कंपनीज का. देयर इज अ कंपनी कॉल्ड दुकान which is a very good product based company, and उनके लीडर्स है, they are very famous in the tech industry. उनके साथ हम एक पॉडकास्ट भी है on our YouTube channel. So he basically gave an assignment to our students, and वो बच्चों ने इतना अच्छा किया कि उनको इतना अच्छा लगा कि 21 स्टूडेंट्स को उन्होंने सेलेक्ट कर लिया, and all these are paid internships. They get some 20,000 का stipend per month to start off with, right? And तो हमने क्या किया कि we have allowed them to go for the internship early, and फिर जो उनके जो classes के लिए, because obviously they'll end up missing some classes, ये full time internship है दुकान के ऑफिस में, so we have waived off certain credits because in the internship they will be learning practically. Now, जो आपका क्वेश्चन है कि बाकी बच्चों का क्या, तो वो जनवरी में the internships will start, and as and when they start, the kind of companies you can expect, good product based companies. ऑलरेडी कैंपस पे काफी लीडर्स आके जा चुके हैं. अडोबी के लीडर्स जा चुके हैं, फ्लिपकार्ट के लीडर्स आने वाले हैं. देयर इज भाविन तुरकिया करके एक सर है जो डायरेक्ट आई चलाते हैं. तो देयर हैव बीन many strong leaders who have already come, and we are very confident of the kind of outcomes that these students will get. Right? Third, आपका एक क्वेश्चन था स्पोर्ट्स एंड एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर पार्टिसिपेशन. सो इस पे अगर आप फॉलो कर रहे होंगे तो जैसे हमने इस साल within the main campus only कुछ facilities बनाए हैं for kids to be able to take part in like football, in some amount of cricket, basketball, couple of badminton courts, थोड़ी सी open areas को develop किया है. So there at any point, like अभी हमारा 5th को ही नया batch आया है. Some 300 students have joined, and really solid batch which has just started this Monday. And if you go on campus at any point, वो बच्चे खेल रहे होते हैं after classes, of course, relax कर रहे होते हैं, कुछ कर रहे होते हैं, तो you will see that kind of atmosphere. And इसके अलावा there are indoor games also, and हर बच्चे को जिम की membership मिलती है कल्ट की, तो they get access to basically all of that. And then within जैसे I think as आज और कल में जैसे houses में divided है बच्चे, तो यहाँ पे जैसे स्कूल में होता है ना, या कुछ अच्छे कॉलेजेस में हाउसेस होते हैं, तो यहाँ पे भी वैसे है कि हाउसेस है, एंड उन हाउसेस के बीच में एवरी किड इज डिवाइडेड इनटू दीस 4 हाउसेस, एंड उन हाउसेस के बीच में कंपटीशन होता है, तो वो भी आज और कल में होने वाला है. सो ऑल ऑफ दैट. फोर्थ, एनी प्लान्स टू हैव हॉस्टल इन द सेम कैंपस? अनफॉर्चुनेटली मतलब मैं जब अभी पेरेंट्स को भी मिला था तो काफी पेरेंट्स ने हमसे यही सवाल पूछा था. I understand as a parent आपका ये concern मतलब तो valid है कि same campus पे होता तो better है, best है. Given that we are in Bangalore, right? It's a city, and like in a city, and we want to be in the city because I was telling them also, like आपने Jio Cinema का app use किया है, right? Everybody has used Jio Cinema or Hotstar app at one point to watch IPL, etc. Now the person who's made that app, someone who's that senior, will not come 200 kilometers outside the city where you build a large campus, right? For us, it's very easy to call them because wo bhi Bangalore mein, we are also in Bangalore, and they can then come engage, and then once they engage, his name is, by the way, Akash Saxena. He's a very senior person in the Reliance scheme of things, reports directly to Mukesh Ambani. He had come into campus for the commencement. So, because it's such a strategic call to be in Bangalore, there are certain downsides to it. So what we have tried to do, okay, what is the best solution? Okay, this is our main campus, which is like literally Genpact office is next door, HP office, Infosys office, वो पूरे area में. Now वहीं का वहीं hostel मिलना was difficult. So the nearest option is like a 15-minute walk away, and Electronic City में ना CRPF patrols the streets, and it's very safe. So and very well maintained in a way, right, compared to normal cities. So footpaths बने हुए अच्छे से, uh, uh, roads are clean and nice and safe and all of that, right? Even late in the night, girls can walk back safely. तो वो कोई concern नहीं है. बच्चे ने क्या कर रखा है, solutions क्या क्या है? Of course, there is a bus, right? Then there is you can walk, you can take an auto. City area है तो auto मिल जाते हैं. You can buy a cycle, right? And फिर जैसे यूलू करके there is a electric bike service. So बिल्कुल campus के बाहर ही उनके ये है stands है. So you can just unlock that and just go to the campus. So multiple options are there. And then when we thought about it, we're like, okay, I think the objective that we are trying to achieve, वो जब तक हो रहा है तो फिर ये थोड़ा सा compromise है, तो that's okay. But yeah, if you never say never, who knows, like as we grow really well over the years, eventually down the road that might. So, but no promising till we are sure. Okay. ये राकेश खंडेलवाल जी, फीस कितनी होगी? आप वेबसाइट पे जाके प्लीज चेक कर सकते हैं. दिव्या ज्योति जी, दिस इज नॉट फॉर एन ऑनलाइन कोर्स, दिस इज फुली ऑफलाइन सेशन. स्केलर के ऑनलाइन कोर्स में आप इंटरेस्टेड हो तो आप वहां जाके अपनी डिटेल कर दीजिए, कोई आपको कॉल कर लेंगे. और तेजस्वी, लाइक आई सेड, 60% के नीचे अभी हम नहीं कर पाएंगे. ठीक है. I think one more good question is how good is the recognition for the BITS degree basically. ठीक है, तो BITS degree का question मैं आंसर करता हूँ अच्छे से. I will take you through it step by step. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं पहले BITS वाला, और मतलब इन जनरल डिग्री या एक जनरल डिग्री वाला सवाल आंसर कर लेते हैं फॉर पेरेंट्स. आई एम श्योर स्टूडेंट्स वुड हैव वॉच्ड द यूट्यूब वीडियोस ऑन आवर चैनल, तो बट आप लोग का भी रिवीजन हो जाएगा, तो उसको एक बार अच्छे से लेट्स ट्राई एंड एड्रेस. Look, like whenever you evaluate any program, you should look at it from an outcome lens, right? What will I get if I come into this program? So from an outcome perspective, there are three possible outcomes. One is Ayush, sorry, I'm just checking with my team. Ayush, is my video not very stable? Because I'm not on my laptop. So thoda sa, if you're around, Ayush. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. I was asking, is the video lagging in any way, or is it very clear, not clear? Okay, no, that I'm aware of. Okay, ठीक है, cool, thank you. So coming back to the degree wala part, so देखो there now, outcomes is what I was talking about. Now there are three broad outcomes that everyone wants. One is either a placement at a good tech company. Second is I want to go for higher studies later to a good college. And third outcome is maybe I want to start my own company. Right? Now let's talk about placements as an outcome. Now for placements, what do you need? You need three things. You need a good profile. You need access to these companies. And third is that you need to be eligible for whatever basic criteria that these companies have set up. Now I'll talk about placements one by one. Right now, good profile. I'm sure if anyone has gone through our website or has gone through our curriculum, I highly recommend everyone to look at the curriculum document. Nobody, like very few people actually go through the detailed curriculum. In our curriculum section on the website, there's a curriculum document. Go through that completely. Once you see that, and you'll see the kind of things that are really happening on campus today, profile-wise, I can assure you that our first-year students today, compared to other first-year students across the country, are one among the strongest that I'm very confident of. And obviously, this is just year one, year two, year three. They'll only continue. The culture that is there on campus is very, very strong. Uh, the second is access to these opportunities now, because Scaler for so many years, Scaler has been around for more than 10 years now. And if you go to our website now, you can in fact download the placement report, which is audited by the same company that audits IIM Ahmedabad's placement report, and you will see the kind of outcomes that we have achieved for Scaler. Now, the same companies are partnering for SHT, and just like in any other college, like offline, uh, uh, जैसे प्लेसमेंट होती है वो यहाँ पे भी सिमिलर तरीके से प्लेसमेंट होगी ठीक है एंड फाइनली एलिजिबिलिटी पे आते हैं ना एलिजिबिलिटी में डिग्रीज आर इम्पोर्टेंट बट very few parents actually parents and I don't blame them वो 15 years old era में जीते हैं because 15-20 years पहले जो चल रहा था they know that very well. Today if you look at a Google listing or an Amazon listing, job listing, or a Uber or a Goldman Sachs, any top product based company, you will see that their eligibility is not BTech. It just says bachelor's, right? Indian job listings. We have made many videos just from this screenshot. You can check that out. But point is that all of our students will be eligible for these top tech companies, right? Now, when you combine all of these factors together, because students they will be pursuing in parallel this BSc program from BITS Pilani via Coursera, uh, uh, and also a master's program, which is the fourth year, which is from Wolf University. I'll talk a bit more about that. Combined, they will obviously be able to get good outcomes. So that's on the placement part. Now, higher education, let's talk about that now. Higher education, but typical journeys kya hoti hai? You want to do an MBA in India or abroad, right? Now, if you want to do an MBA in India, you need a UGC recognized degree, and that the degree that every student will have will be a UGC recognized degree, and therefore they can do that, right? The second part is that if someone wants to do an MBA abroad, you need 16 years of education. So therefore, because we have the masters in the fourth year, every student will have 16 years of education. And the masters is by Wolf. Wolf is, again, there's a video on this on our YouTube channel. The head of Wolf, who's also been at Oxford for 10 years. He was at Oxford University for 10 years. He started Wolf, and Wolf is recognized by CES. Okay. CES is like UGC in Europe. And because of that, it's accredited to European credit transfer system, recognized in some 60 countries internationally and all of that. So education, further education, mein MBA sorted, MS, masters, a lot of people want to do in the US, Canada, etc., Australia, all that is sorted. India mein MTech karna hai, so that is also sorted because you can do a BSc honors. You can extend your BSc from third year to fourth year. There is this course has just come up with that option. And if you do like a 4-year BSc honors, then your MTech is also possible in case you want to do that. Unlikely that because we also have a master, someone who want to do that, but that optionality basically is there. You can do UPSC, civil services exams and all that in India. So from a higher education point of view also, as a degree is this thing, the degree is considered as per UGC regulations equivalent to conventional degrees. All this is mentioned on our website, on the UGC website and all that. And finally, talking about the entrepreneurship thing, like in case someone is interested here, I can talk in detail, but there the degree does not play any role, right? It's essentially the kind of idea that you have, the support that you have to build that idea. Okay. So hope I've been able to answer this well. And if Ashokji, if you have a follow-up question, so happy to answer that. Just trying to find where did I leave the chat. Yeah, I answered. Sorry, just 1 second. ठीक है. ठीक है. Siddhi, thanks for confirming that I'm audible. Sir, I want to know about the syllabus and preferred material for it. Samarth, are you referring to the NSET syllabus? If yes, then on our admissions page, you will be able to you will be able to download the detailed NSET guide. And if you join some of our communities on Telegram and on WhatsApp, there we keep sharing a lot of links to there are detailed NSET courses, etc., etc. So you can join those communities and ask for these links. We'll share that. Lakshya का question है, sir. Will I have to manage my BSc degree on my own, or the SST syllabus will match it? So there, Lakshya, the way it works is that because there is a huge overlap, because you go through the SST curriculum, you will be automatically prepared for a lot of the BSc part of it. So you don't have to prepare separately, etc., etc. There's a lot of overlap, and our instructors are very supportive in helping you with the with BSc part as well. Of course, you have access to all of the course material that they have also given. ठीक है, Mansi, if you want to know more about the admission process, quickly head to the website, but do it immediately because the deadline for the test is very close, and hardly any time left for you to prepare also for the entrance test. राकेश का क्या है, की तैयारी भी कर रहा हूँ, बट जेई टेस्ट जब क्लास में होते हैं मार्क्स नहीं आते, अच्छे से स्टडी भी बहुत करता हूँ. राकेश, अगर आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन है उस पर तो आप प्लीज पूछना. आलोकपाल, सॉरी नॉट क्लियर, आप मुझसे क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो. मेघाश्री, जैसे मैंने बताया था, इंटर्नशिप में उनकी स्टाइपेंड 20,000 है, माइट गो अप एज वेल. सर, आई एम नॉट स्पैमिंग, आई एम आल्सो आस्किंग प्रोफाइल ये शॉर्टलिस्टिंग. ठीक है शिवा, आपका एक बार मैं देख लेता हूँ आपने क्या लिखा हुआ है. शिवा, इफ यू कैन जस्ट रीपोस्ट योर चैट. Predator part, sir, my math base is not perfect and 12 is not gone good, sir, but can I schedule a metrics of experience? देखो, but देखो, if you are not very good at maths, then maybe SST, very honestly and upfront, is not the best place for you. It's slightly rigorous, uh, uh, and maths पे काफी जोर है. तो I understand that आप चाहते हो कि you want to try a new age curriculum. My advice, and then when मुझे feel होता है without anything, आप try कीजिए SST में. अगर आपको होता है तो great, नहीं होता है तो it's not the end of the world. There are many new age colleges, आप वहाँ जा सकते हो जहाँ selectivity इतनी high नहीं होती है. वहाँ से भी आपको ठीक ठाक outcomes टाइप मिल सकते हैं. तो आप मतलब थोड़ा स्मार्टली खेलना. Yes, संजय शर्मा जी, आई थिंक आई आंसर्ड जो आपका क्वेश्चन है, राइट, कि ये स्केलर का बिट्स से थोड़ा अलग करिकुलम होगा, तो स्केलर कवर करता है, बिट्स कवर करता है. तो आई थिंक दैट पार्ट इज क्लियर. Problem with the online programs like IIT Madras, a lot of students couldn't clear the exam as they were learning other tech skills which were not necessarily part of the degree program. Correct. Uh, Sanjay ji, यहाँ पे ना, I can just give you a statistic that all of our students are doing very well in the BITS program. In fact, I think कुछ average CGPA 8.7 चल रहा है वहाँ पे. So they are also pretty happy with the kind of performance of SSC students, and I don't see that as a challenge here because, like I said, there is a huge overlap, and कहीं ना कहीं the rigor of our students is very high. Sanjay ji, no plans for a 4-year degree right now because it's a very conscious call to not go in that direction. To be agile, to be nimble, to be able to set the curriculum in the way the industry wants it. So, for example, like Vision Pro आया, launch हुआ Apple Vision Pro, and we were able to launch it in the classroom in 2 to 3 months, which is not possible in a traditional setup. बाकी as and when time will go, parents will see कि degrees don't matter that much. It's the skills that matter. ठीक है। अभय, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है, युवराज सॉरी, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स सिलेक्ट, आप ये वीडियो को रिवाइंड कर लो, हमने स्टार्ट ही इससे किया था, तो यू विल बी गेटिंग द आंसर टू दिस। इज 100% प्लेसमेंट गारंटीड इन स्केलर? अभय नहीं। तो अगर आप इस माइंडसेट से आ रहे हो कि मैं एक कॉलेज ज्वाइन कर लेता हूँ, मेरी प्लेसमेंट गारंटी हो जाएगी, तो नहीं, मतलब मत आइए आप। स्केलर इज नॉट अ प्लेसमेंट एजेंसी की बस आप आओ और आपका प्लेसमेंट हो जाएगा। हमारे ये मैं अश्योर कर सकता हूँ कि अगर आप एफर्ट, लाइक यू आर समवन हु इज विलिंग टू कम इनटू एन इकोसिस्टम जहां सब फाइट मार रहे हैं, आप भी फाइट मारोगे, अपने स्किल्स को बढ़ाओगे, देन यू विल गेट ऑल द अपॉर्चुनिटीज। बट फाइट मारना, एफर्ट, हार्ड वर्क इज इन योर हैंड्स, right? So we often, like even like with offer holders, if someone asks this question, we clarify very nicely कि देखो boss, don't come with a mindset of that placement guarantee चाहिए मुझे। आईआईटी बॉम्बे भी नहीं देता प्लेसमेंट गारंटी, ना ही हार्वर्ड देता है, ना ही स्टैनफोर्ड देता है। वहां लोग जाते क्यों है? पढ़ने जाते हैं। पढ़ोगे तो एनीवे हमारा ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड तो है, तो देन यू विल बी एबल टू गेट गुड आउटकम। Tejasvi, if you have less than 60% in maths, then yes, I'm sorry, वो disqualify हो जाओगे आप। Special chapters for maths for NSET, I think you know the answer to this, right? Like special chapters में permutation combinations आता है, right? Probability आता है and number theory आता है। ये तीन from an NSET perspective you should definitely do. There is a book called Arun Sharma, CAT की book है। वो आप उनमें से अगर लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी 2 एंड लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी 3 ट्राई कर सकते हो, यू विल सी लाइक वैसे टाइप के काफी क्वेश्चन आते हैं। ओके, मे आई नो हु विल बी द फैकल्टी, देयर नेम्स एंड देयर डेजिग्नेशन। वेबसाइट पे जो मेंशन्ड है, यू कैन गो ऑन आवर वेबसाइट एंड वहां पे जो जो अब है आपको फैकल्टी मेंबर्स दिखेंगे, वही वही है यहाँ पे। ऑफ कोर्स देयर आर सम मोर जो ब्रोशर में भी हमने डाले हुए हैं। 12% कितने होने चाहिए, ऐसा मतलब बेसिक क्राइटेरिया रखिए दैट 60% मैथ्स में नहीं होना चाहिए, 60% से नीचे। हैविंग सेड दैट, अगर मैं बच्चों की क्वालिटी की बात करूं तो द हाईएस्ट परसेंटेज इन जेई is 99.44. The highest percentage in class 10th is 100%, highest percentage in class 12th is 100%. Average class 10th is some 90, class 12th is some 85%. Right? So there is, I mean, selection जिस टाइप के बच्चों की हुई है, ऑब्वियसली उनका एक एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड भी अच्छा रहा है। नॉट सेइंग कि ऐसे बच्चे नहीं है जिनके कम मार्क्स थे, जिन्होंने प्रोफाइल की बेसिस पे कुछ अच्छा बनाया है, उस बेसिस पे भी ऐसे है काफी सारे बच्चे जो सिलेक्ट। Ruchir is asking, what is the major deciding factor for selection, interview or NSET score? So every stage has a factor, right? So NSET is more of a filtering, वहां पे selection नहीं होता है। NSET में अगर आप देखो तो कट ऑफ भी थोड़े लो ही होते हैं, we try and interview more number of people. So NSET is more of कि ठीक है, आपका basic math is in place, basic logic is in place, and then you go to interviews. In the interview, basically mathematics पे there are questions very similar to the kind of questions asked in NSET, just to check your thought process. It's not a stress interview. In fact, the interviewer works with you. Thought process check किया जाता है, and basically interview is when 50% of the people who actually 55% of the people are rejected at an interview stage, and बाकियों को फिर offer मिलता है। Yeah. तो both stages are important, but दोनों का मतलब objective अलग है। एक basic selection है, एक basic filtering है, and then interview is the final selection. Madhu Kiran, CS free course didn't get now. I've been waiting since 15 days. So there has been a challenge at our end. I think the team is today only. I had followed up in the morning, and they are sending 2 free courses. Should be done by today. Not done, just write to our admissions team. And these are 2 courses. One is Python, one is in Java, and then we'll send one more in a few days once the technical issue at our end is solved. ठीक. I think Ruchir, your question is answered. Great. So which book is best for aptitude questions? Uh, you're asking the non-mathematics part. Excited glass rose. Interesting man. आप इंडिया बिग्स टाइप यूज कर सकते हो एप्टीट्यूड के टॉपिक्स के लिए. बट अगर इफ यू नॉट डन अरुण शर्मा एंड सिंस ओनली दिस मच टाइम इज लेफ्ट, आई वुड हाईली रेकमेंड आप अरुण शर्मा मैथमेटिक्स के लिए कंप्लीट कर लो. इट्स वेरी गुड. ठीक है. I don't see any additional new questions coming in. Maybe the thing that I would end with is that look, we are building something for the long term. A college which sort of outlives us, right? And with a very authentic, genuine vision to transform engineering education in India today. A lot of people are sort of replicating the model of Scaler School of Technology, and we are super happy about that. Like, it should happen. Like, the country deserves more skill-based education, right? And we continue to want to build on top of that. We see the kind of support that we are getting from the student community, from the tech community. I mean, the CXOs, CTOs. The CTO of Flipkart was on campus along with the CTO of, the ex-CTO of Flipkart, Amod Mahia, and the current CTO of Jio Cinema, Akash Saxena sir, were on campus. And the kind of support that we get from them is also amazing because they also see this is what is needed. Then from the investor community, and what I'm missing, like our own internal team, right? Like, we're all very pumped about Scaler School of Technology. So you will see a lot of interesting things come up. Make sure that you follow our YouTube channel for that. And in case you have any further questions, etc., once you register for the NSET, you can request for a callback via your dashboard, and they will call you back in a few days, so you can stay connected in that way. Okay, Adnan, good to know your real name. So, Ruben Thampi, is there a possibility you join with PCB? So, in the early intakes, like when we started in December, Jan, February, we actually allowed people who did not take mathematics to also come and give the NSET. Because there are some students who are interested in computer science without taking mathematics. They perhaps have learned some coding on their own, built some projects on their own. So we look at all that, but that is allowed only in the early intakes. In this current intake, that is not allowed. Okay. Chalo. Great. All right. So yeah, stay tuned for more updates. Do subscribe if you haven't, and thank you so much for joining the session. If some of you all are giving the NSET, I hope to see you all soon on campus. Thank you.